Boiling Crab Productions presents
Breaking the Stereotype of Asian Interest Fraternities.
The history of Asian fraternities and sororities dated back to the beginning of the 20th century. The primary factors are the policies practiced by the United States government to aliens ineligible for citizenship. These policies included the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882, the Gentlemen's Agreement Act of 1907, and the Immigration Act of 1924. The people of Asian origins faced extreme difficulties in achieving higher education and the privileges that came with it.
Because Asians were barred from joining these organizations, and because of the racial climate of the times, college students of Asian ancestry needed to band together in order to survive the times.
The first organization to be established by Asian Americans was Rho Psi Fraternity, established at Cornell University in 1916 by a group of Chinese American men. Rho Psi grew substantially in the 1920s and 1930s, establishing chapters in places all over East Asia, such as Hong Kong, as well as multiple chapters in the United States.
Although it isn't known specifically why they formed their organization, it has been said that they took the idea of Alpha Phi Alpha, widely recognized as the first black fraternity.
Pi Alpha Phi, Chi Alpha Delta, and Sigma Omicron Pi were all found during the time when Asians were not readily accepted on the West Coast.
Lambda Phi Epsilon started in 1981 at UCLA by a man named Craig Ishigo and 18 other men. They envisioned a brotherhood that would span many states and universities. Lambdas founded their Beta chapter in 1985 at UC Davis, and then followed that up with establishing 4 other chapters between that year and 1990. One of them, which was in Texas, making it the first chapter of a modern Asian fraternal organization to be founded outside of California. Lambda's expansion outside of California made the concept of Asian American Greek life visible to those outside of the state and opened the door for the next decade.
I feel that a lot of the Asian fraternities and sororities on campus are mainly based around like heritage reasons, culturals that are the same backgrounds. I don't know that much about them, but I would assume that they're all kind of goal-oriented towards like volunteering work. They're dancing, kind of like chants and stuff that like have been passed down through like generations of the same like sorority or fraternity like backgrounds and history. That's pretty much all I know about Asian fraternities and sororities.
So what I know about Asian Greek sororities or fraternities is really haven't had much of an appearance or presence on campus from what I've seen. When I do see them, or hear of them, they're either partying or something, but as being part of an actual Greek system, then I haven't seen them participating in any of the larger events, making themselves known. I've also heard like that they do haze just because they are unrestricted by the same bylaws or regulations that the other national fraternities or sororities are restricted by.
I'm a pretty involved student on campus. I'm part of the Greek system, and unfortunately I've never really heard about anything that Asian or fraternity sororities have done on this campus. They have a presence, I feel, at the API Center, but other than that, they're not really expanding to other regions of the campus. And as far as Greek participation from larger events like Greek Week, I don't see that much of presence by them.
I don't really know much about a lot of the Asian fraternities and sororities on campus because of their lack of on-campus involvement. From what I do hear, it's a lot of negativity. Either they party too much or they do haze, so that's really my only judgment for them.
I don't really know much about the Asian fraternities or sororities on campus, but from what I've heard, they go clubbing a lot and they always have like the booths out with like music, like played really loud, and it's like kind of obnoxious and inconsiderate and stuff like that to other people. So yeah, I don't really know much about them.
A lawsuit has been filed against Cal Poly Pomona after a 19-year-old student died there. Kenny Luong died during a fraternity football game. But as KCAL 9's Orange County reporter Michelle Geely reports, his parents believe he was a victim of hazing.
There have been many reports of instances that link hazing, gang involvement, and deaths to Asian interest fraternities.
On the morning of September 22, 2009, 7 UCLA students were arrested in connection with a fight that occurred during an off-campus fraternity party, leaving 3 students injured. 2 students were stabbed in the abdomen and the arm, while the 3rd student was hit over the head with a bottle.
In Riverside, police seized LSD, ecstasy, and other drugs during a 2001 raid at Lambda House's UC Riverside. The chapter president who sold drugs to an undercover cop pleaded guilty to a possession of ecstasy.
August 30th, 2005, 19-year-old Cal Poly Pomona student Kenny Long died while he was pledging for Lambda Phi Epsilon. He, along with other pledges from Cal Poly Pomona, participated in a rough, no pads, no helmet tackle football game. His death was claimed to be a result of a possible hazing case.
These are the negative views expressed by the media. Although these events do occur, they have become a stereotype that are associated with Asian fraternities. However, a stereotype, simply put, is an exaggeration of only a partial truth. So although these unfortunate incidents have occurred, they misrepresent Asian fraternities. There is an aspect of Asian fraternities that is commonly overlooked. Most Asian fraternities participate in some form of philanthropy. Lambda Phi Epsilon is the main national Asian fraternity. Lambda Phi Epsilon participates in philanthropic events such as the annual registering drive for the Asian American Donor Program. This program helps promote awareness for leukemia and other blood disorders whose patients require bone marrow transplants. The best hope is to match donors whose bone marrows match others from their Asian community. Along with the AADP, Lambda Phi Epsilon works with other organizations to register potential donors across the country, including Asians for Miracle Marrow Matches and the Kami Lee Leukemia Foundation. They participate in a huge variety of philanthropic activities, such as the annual AIDS walks to beach cleanups in order to promote Asian awareness and diversity.
Alpha Sigma Lambda, the first and only Asian American fraternity at Cal Poly Pomona, exemplifies dedication towards community service. Every member of Alpha Sigma Lambda participates in at least one philanthropy project during the year to benefit agencies such as the United Way, Red Cross, Abused Children, American Cancer Society, and Adopt a Highway. They also participate in numerous amounts of fundraisers and local events, such as beach cleanups and habitat restoration.